You are being given the opportunity right now to recognize an old pattern, an old way of being, an old way of thinking, an old cycle, right? This pattern, this old way of thinking has been creating cycles in your life that just repeat and repeat. And now you're being gifted with the awareness to make a new choice and to finally end this pattern. The forgiveness card, the letting go card, was the first card that came out here. If you practice forgiveness of yourself, of other people involved, I'm feeling the energy of Ho'oponopono. Look up that Hawaiian prayer, Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. That may be very helpful for some people finding this and releasing this energy internally. And then allowing you to approach the situation, the person, the energy here in a new manner. In a manner that is more compassionate, maybe less judgmental, less wounded. And this doesn't mean that you're saying that the behavior is okay if somebody has harmed you, but it's saying, I'm not going to carry this anymore. This is a really powerful choice point for whoever it is that I'm talking to right now. You get to decide. Do you move into a brand new way of being, of approaching and seeing the world and your relationships, or do you stay stuck in the same old cycle? There's definitely a wound or a trauma here that wants to come into the awareness. Maybe the root of this wound or this trauma wants to be exposed. Whatever this situation is that you're dealing with right now, it is a great gift because it is lifting the veil. If you are willing to see, you're going to recognize something about this situation, something familiar. And you're going to realize where it comes from, not from the other person, but where it comes from within you. Because when we operate on unhealed trauma, we attract these situations to re-traumatize ourselves over and over again. This isn't taking responsibility away from the other person in a situation, but it is about owning our own part and the empowerment that we can experience when we take ownership for our own part in an energy, and when we heal the broken place within us that keeps attracting these broken people, or that keeps attracting these painful situations. We have the Wheel of Fortune here with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. All right, so this is a painful betrayal. This is, I'm feeling the root of the energy. Also, what you may be currently experiencing is another level of betrayal. Perhaps from somebody that you trusted, that you let in. Finally. Right? Because I feel like because of past heartbreaks, you may not be somebody who lets people in easily. And this doesn't have to be romantic in nature, but it could be. But either way, somebody has betrayed you. Somebody has left you out in the cold. Somebody who you gave your heart or your energy or your time, or you allowed yourself to be vulnerable with. It feels like stabbed you in the back here. But there's a clarity around this. And this is, like I said, this is actually a gift because it's opening the door to a whole new version of you, to a whole new template for relationships moving forward, if you can recognize the wound that keeps, like we said, allowing for this type of energy to this energy to circulate within your field that then draws these experiences to you. All right, we have the sun on the bottom of this deck, and actually the bottom of the oracle deck that I was reading is also the sun card. So this is incredible. The sun coming out twice in 2 different decks. This is about healing. This is about vitality. This is about joy. Unbridled joy are the words coming through here. You have an opportunity to embrace such a joyful, fulfilling existence, joyful, fulfilling relationships. But it starts with you and really cultivating that joyful, fulfilling relationship with you. And I can feel whoever's finding this reading feeling frustrated by me saying that, because I feel like you've been working on that for quite some time. This is the last piece. That's why this is coming up again, because this is the final wound that needs to be healed, that was still lingering around this energy. All right, around this beautiful relationship and connection with yourself that you've been building. This is almost like, you could say, sort of like a final test of that energy, if you will. Like, all right, now you're encountering this situation again, the situation you thought you had outgrown. Somebody's hurting you again, somebody that you trusted. What are you going to do? Are you going to lash out? Are you going to seek revenge? Are you going to shut them out? Are you going to shut your own heart? Because I'm feeling for a lot of people here, this person you may need to release from your life. That may be that's probably a big part of the lesson for many here. But it's like, how do you do that? Do you do that with love and compassion, or do you do that with anger? And do you close your heart down and shut down access to your energy to everyone, and close yourself off from connection as a result? Because in the past, that's what you did. Are you going to make that choice again, or are you going to make a different choice? Are you going to recognize that this one situation does not represent all situations, right? It's that either that all or nothing energy. Because this person hurt me, everyone's going to hurt me. That was the old belief system that was created by your past. That's part of the wounding here. That was the belief system that was created. I need to protect myself because nobody can be trusted. Everyone's always going to leave me. Everyone's always going to hurt me. And that is the self-fulfilling prophecy, so to speak. So that's the trick here. Can you recognize that this is one person? It doesn't mean that everybody and every connection that you have is going to be this way. And can you let them go with love, but still remain open to all the goodness that wants to come in for you, to all the fulfillment and the beautiful aligned connections that are available right through the other side of this door. Love you.